When Stephanie Pope was appointed Chief Operating Officer of Boeing in December, the reaction of many outside the company was, "Stephanie who?" A little-known finance specialist who had most recently run the smallest of Boeing's 3 divisions, devoted to aftermarket parts and services. The surprise promotion was seen as giving Pope the chance to gain the operational experience to succeed CEO David Calhoun in another few years. But with Boeing thrown into yet another crisis in January after a mid-air blowout of a panel on an Alaska Airlines 737 MAX, renewed scrutiny over the safety of its airplanes. Change at the top has been accelerated. Under pressure from federal investigations and airline customers furious over delays in receiving their aircraft, Boeing's board announced last week it would begin searching for a new CEO to replace Calhoun, who said he would leave by year-end. Pope, 51, was abruptly given the job of running its commercial airline business, taking over from Stan Deal. Now it seems less likely that Pope will take over as CEO. Amid criticism that Boeing lost its engineering mojo over the past 20 years under CEOs with a finance background, GE alumni Calhoun and Jim McNerney, Wall Street and airlines are clamoring for someone with manufacturing chops to straighten out the company's production problems. An audit conducted in the wake of the Alaska incident by the Federal Aviation Administration at the 737 MAX factory in Renton, Washington, found it to be below standards on 33 of 89 parts of the manufacturing process that were examined, according to a presentation obtained by the New York Times. Production of the MAX, Boeing's best-selling plane, has slowed dramatically as the company works to improve processes. And for the same reasons, 3 industry observers told Forbes they're skeptical whether Pope is more than a placeholder at Boeing Commercial Airplanes. Proficiency in Microsoft Excel is not what's missing here, Richard Aboulafia, a managing director at AeroDynamic Advisory, told Forbes. Interim leader, sure. Person who rescues a deeply troubled unit. Hell no. A Boeing spokesman told Forbes that Pope wasn't being made available for interviews. But Calhoun and the board seem to have faith in Pope's abilities. 3 former Boeing employees who worked with Pope over the past 3 decades offered some explanations as to why. They told Forbes that she's a formidable leader who has a skill set that could make her effective as CEO of Boeing Commercial Airplanes. They described her as a hard worker, a good listener who's adroit at pumping employees for information and ideas, and skilled at building a consensus. She may not be an engineer, but given how complicated the production system is for a plane with hundreds of thousands of parts, it's never going to be one person who solves all the problems there. A former executive told Forbes on condition of anonymity to speak freely.